you. Thank you so much. So a year ago, Jamie invited me out here when they released a report that was, some 52 pages long, describing how Backpage was funneling money to support Backpage.com. And Google, as you saw in the video, refused to accept that this law was unjust. And I am happy to say that today, as of April 6th, Backpage is no more. But it wasn't just my voice, it was the voice of many people all across this country, people like you here in this room, that saw an injustice and had to fight back. I went all across this country and I followed the movie I Am Jane Doe, which you can watch on Netflix. And I spoke to people just like you, and I told them that you didn't have to be a victim of this crime. Your child did not have to be sold into child sex trafficking to have a voice. Representatives of our states and of our country work off votes. And I asked people just like you to vote with your voice, and they did. And in April of this year, President Trump signed into legislation an amendment to Section 230. And it was with people like you and the help of Consumer Watchdog and all the people that followed this story that we were able to pass legislation that will make our children safer today. And I am so grateful and so thankful for this award. When I emailed Jamie to thank him for his part in what has happened, and he's like, well, come out, you know, be our guest at this. He didn't tell me I was getting an award. Thanks, Jamie. But I am so thankful for the justice that my family has received. There are so many families out there. I know people that their daughters aren't coming home. And this isn't the end of child sex trafficking in the United States. There is so much more that needs to be done. And I have told people all across this country, it does not matter what socioeconomic background you come from. This can happen to you. My daughter was sold at the age of 15. And these predators are relentless, and they know how to recruit. My husband and I are not a broken family. We've been married for 25 years. My son went to RPI, Rensselaer Polytechnical Institute in New York. I have a daughter that's got a nursing degree. This is not something that happens to just broken families. This can happen to anybody. And so I ask you to protect the children in your life, to be aware of what's going on their social media accounts, to be aware of what can happen. It doesn't happen in just big cities, but it happens in small rural communities as well. And so I just thank you for coming out and supporting this issue, supporting Consumer Watchdog and what they do every day, bringing light to injustice. Thank you so much.